My name's Ross Davidson, captain of Chester City Football Club.
My name's Nick Richardson, I'm the captain of Chester City Football Club.
My name's Luke Beckett and I'm the captain of Chester City Football Club.
Will the real captain of Chester City please step forward? Strange, but true. A club with 3 captains and 5 coaches, but no manager. The side picked by its American chairman, applying gridiron principles to his first experience of English football.
Good work, good work, good work!
Miss anybody? Let's just go real quick through the points. All right, back 4. Remember, playing basic 4-4-2 rules. Martin's an extra man.
Initially, when I came in, you know, I knew what limitations there would be. I've actually found there's not as many limitations as I thought there were.
You do push it up. You do have an opportunity to push it up, get your cross in, get back.
American football is a start-stop game, so therefore every single play that occurs on the field, the coach has to call it from the sideline. And so as a coach, you become very good at analyzing situations, very good at making decisions, you know, making personnel decisions, strategy decisions, and everything, really split-second decisions. And I think probably football coaches in general, because the game is a continuous game, haven't really been put in that situation where they have to really develop that sort of a skill.
Pressure!
The American took full control within weeks of buying Chester out of administration. The club was enduring a dreadful start to the season. Bereft of senior players because of the financial problems, it lost its first 3 league matches, and manager Kevin Ratcliffe resigned. So the man who once turned Britain's American footballers into European champions seized the opportunity. He values the advice of his coaches who played the English game, but retains the final word.
If one of them has something that makes sense and should be listened to, then that person will be the one that says, yes, I think this player should play, or I think this should be a sub for this one. But at the end of the day, I guess, you know, we all talk about it, and then ultimately, I guess I'm there to decide who's right and who's wrong, or who's more right than the others, and then that's what we end up going with.
You know, statistically, 70% of all goals are scored following a restart.
Smith says meticulous preparations are the key to success. Every player gets a written game plan, and gridiron style, there's a leader on field in each department, those 3 captains.
A lot of people have picked up on it and are trying to make fun of it, but the fact is that he's picked the most experienced people in each area just to help the young lads through and for someone to look up to.
Let's say, for instance, Sean Reed was our captain. He's injured now, but he was our captain. He was in midfield. There's a lot of times in a game whenever all the other players can't hear him. He might be up front, and the back 4 obviously can't hear him there. He might have chased a ball back into the back. The strikers can't hear him. So really, there is no confusion at all on it at all. I mean, we obviously have one captain who's the overall captain, and then we have a captain that's a captain of each segment of the field.
You get a lot of information now, don't you, to digest before the game?
Yeah, it's a novel.
Yeah.
We have loads of sheets of paper, but it's, I mean, it's pretty much what other managers would normally tell you, or coaches or whatever, but it's just set down so you have it sort of as a reference point, I suppose. It's costing a fortune in photocopy.
How do you feel about it? Does it sink in when you have to read it all that?
Yeah, it's just...
Who hasn't read it today? Come on.
Oh, we haven't got it yet.
I've just got mine, so I've skipped a little bit through it. Mostly it's just like corners and free kicks and a little bit of mental thing, really, you know, telling you know, you're going to win and you're good players, and, you know, and trying to get us confidence. You know, we always think we can win, but it's just converting thinking into doing it, really, and, you know, hopefully we can do that.
With this new coaching, no one's going to be picking the ball up.
No.
Only for throw-ins.
Crash helmets?
No comment.
I've had a lot of players, you know, some of our captains come up to me and say that, you know, since I've come in and since the change of the coaches, that they've had a new impetus. It's given them a new desire to succeed and a new desire to get started again, because they felt a little bit down at the time. And the players are saying now they're coming and they're learning something every day. They're getting better every day. They go home, they have things to think about. And that's what we're trying to achieve. And if the players are saying that, then I have full confidence that we're on the way up.
There's been some indication of improvement. A 4-4 draw knocked First Division Port Vale out of the Worthington Cup and earned Chester a crack at Aston Villa this week. That should be an evening to enjoy, whatever. But there's no escaping the fact the club's propping up the entire league. Smith must change that if he's to convince the Chester faithful.
He comes down on the pitch, he comes to meet the people, so the other chairman didn't do that, so I'm quite happy with that. Whether he's any good on the playing side, I'm not sure.
I think people are a bit suspicious at first, new person coming in, new ideas, but maybe it's going to work. You can only go up from the bottom, can't you? So hopefully things will change down here.
Smith paraded new midfielder Goran Milosevic before the Exeter game. Not eligible to play yet, but one of several fresh faces he thinks will lift the team.
Let's keep it up. Work hard. 90 minutes.
Sheffield Wednesday's Junior Agogo and Villa's Michael Blackwood are lively additions on loan, but it's the captain of the forward line, Luke Beckett, who continues to impress the most.
All right, good effort. Good effort.
The Diva Stadium hadn't seen a home goal in the league before Saturday. It was a fair bet the 22-year-old would be the man to break the duck, and he did on 48 minutes. Chester's performance far better than their league position suggested against a team pushing for the top. But the closer they came to their first win, the more self-doubt set in.
90 minutes, man. Keep pushing it. The ball game's yours. Just play hard.
It was no surprise when Rob Dewhurst snatched a last-minute equaliser. In football, confidence is a priceless commodity. The training field drills will address the problems this week. But first, there's Villa to look forward to. The American dream lives on.
You played beautiful football out there. You played great. You worked as hard as you could work. And I tell you what, there was one little bad thing at the end, but there was 1,000, 10,000 great things out there. Let's come back in on Monday morning and ready to go because we're going after Aston Villa. That's going to be a game you'll remember the rest of your life. So let's get ready and let's go at them on Tuesday. Come in Monday morning, get ready on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to go out there and beat those guys. Great job, man.